Arab-Israeli lawmaker calls on Palestinian terrorist groups to lay down their arms.
Here's a summary of the article.
Your profile can be used to present content that appears more relevant based on your possible interests, such as by adapting the order in which content is shown to you, so that it is even easier for you to find content that matches your interests. Content presented to you on this service can be based on your content personalization profiles, which can reflect your activity on this or other services, possible interests and personal aspects, such as by adapting the order in which content is shown to you, so that it is even easier for you to find content that matches your interests. Information regarding which content is presented to you and how you interact with it can be used to determine whether the content e.g. reached its intended audience and matched your interests. Reports can be generated based on the combination of data sets regarding your interactions and those of other users with advertising or content to identify common characteristics. Information about your activity on this service, such as your interaction with ads or content, can be very helpful to improve products and services and to build new products and services based on user interactions, the type of audience, etc. Content presented to you on this service can be based on limited data, such as the website or app you are using, your non-precise location, your device type, or which content you are interacting with. Certain information is used to ensure the technical compatibility of the content or advertising, and to facilitate the transmission of the content or ad to your device.
This post received a score of 3,300, with an upvote ratio of 87%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Mansour Abbas has been the biggest voice for reason and peace among the Palestinians for the last few years.
I'm honestly so disappointed by the pro-Palestinian movement. At least have the decency to take to the streets to also condemn Hamas in the most virulent terms. They are 100% part of the problem and are costing Palestinians lives and happiness. If they really were pro-Palestinian, they would take massive issue with Hamas objectives and operations. At the end of the day, there is no way Palestinians will ever have peace with jihadists running the show.
Also, many of those protesting for Free Palestine are using genocidal slogans, and I'm not sure who's worst, the ones who sincerely don't know, the ones who don't care to know, the ones who pretend they don't know, or the ones who actually believe that the only solution is for no Jewish person to live within several hundred miles of their homeland, by whatever means are necessary to achieve that. I'm glad he's got a platform, but there are several problems. He's getting death threats. Some of the figures supporting the idea say it should be done after statehood. Most of the chatter about it proposes the PA do it, but they are corrupt as ever and not as peace-loving as Israel would like. The feelings, ideology of the population will take a long time to change, and while, if that happens, there's crazy amount of weapon smuggling into Gaza and the WBS can be seen now, so disarming won't be a one-and-done thing.
Mansour Abbas, not to be confused with Mahmoud Abbas the terrorist dictator, might become the closest thing the Palestinians ever had to a peaceful Palestinian leader. If his popularity will grow, of course.
I don't think he can be considered a Palestinian leader. He is an Arab citizen of Israel. He is a big deal in our domestic politics, but I don't think he can influence the course of the conflict. Edit. He retracted his statement. Closing square bracket opening parenthesis. He is not as brave as I thought he is.
Why is that considered retracting? He still claimed he wants them to lay down the arms while also giving them a Palestinian authority?
Because he said the PA should be the one that will demilitarize Gaza, but obviously that cannot happen.
He also said it in the first statement, if I understood correctly. Armed Palestinian factions to demilitarize and work with the Palestinian Authority in order to establish a Palestinian state through nonviolent means.
In fairness, if the PA is to remain the government of Gaza, it should have a monopoly on violence within its own borders. So long as Hamas and other groups can carry out attacks from within Palestine's borders, it effectively renders any negotiations, treaties with the PA worthless. Palestine needs a strong government if it is to function as state, otherwise it will be run by the whims of any group within it. Edit, grammar.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.